Hi, we've had this channel up for a while, but we've only ever put cooking videos and exercise videos and a few other videos on it, and we often get people asking about what we do because we do lots of farmers markets. We actually started organising farmers markets last year. We keep bees. I've got a little bicycle repair business. We do lots of different things, and we don't have a regular job as people, a real job. And yeah, we're just going to kind of vlog some stuff of what we actually do through the spring and in through the summer, and see how it goes, and if people like it, we'll carry on. If nobody watches, then we won't. So again,
well,
if you
probably just keep doing it and
probably will, just for the fun of it, yeah. But again, if as we go through, obviously we'll start planting. We're looking forward to our seed order coming through, so we're already thinking about that, and we've got things starting in the house with seeds, and the bees, as you'll see in this video later on, are slumbering out in the yard, so hopefully they're okay. And
I'll be covering my regenerative skincare line, my gardening, how I grow all the flowers, botanicals and herbs, berries, fruits that we use, so the bees have got quality source of pollen and nectar to forage on, but I use it in my skincare line, so there'll be lots of like probably gardening, vegetable gardening from you, and like flower and plant gardening from me, and skincare information,
how we make it, soaps,
some of the workshops I do.
Yeah, and again, just we've always got lots going on, and like I say, we'll take you around some farmers markets and the ones we organise as well, and you'll see the back end of a lot of stuff, and hopefully it's entertaining. And this first video is all about a snowy weekend we've just had, so we'll get into that and talk to you later. Any comments, throw them in the thing below, and don't forget to subscribe.
I just came outside just to show you how pretty it can look on our little humble abode, our regenerative bee farm, like when it's snowing. I don't know if you can pick up on the video that it is actually still snowing at the minute, and yes, it's cold, my hands are cold, but I just wanted to show you how pretty everything looks.
I guess now the temperatures have warmed up a little bit to about -12. We've had a bit of snow, as you saw earlier. Let's have a look what the bees are doing. Need to start the truck as well, really. It's been sat there since middle of November, and we've had some super cold weather, and need to see if she goes. So I'll add that to the list of jobs today. We're fairly few inches overnight, so that's not a bad thing. But vegetable garden, you'll see in the spring as things start to move. Believe it or not, underneath that I've got some carrots in, going to their second year, because carrots seed after year number 2. I got some last year, and I'm doing the same again this year, so just looking after them. Oh, quite a little bit of activity here. Something's been making tracks in the snow, and not just me. I wonder what did that. Went through from front to back and back on the other side. All the girls are wrapped up in there, hopefully. We've still got some live bodies, but we won't find that out for another 8 weeks or so. I wonder what went through there. Something under the snow. Guess we should see what happens here. Not holding out any find the door first. It's underneath here somewhere. Otherwise you open the door and then you end up with the driver's seat full of snow. Don't know who invented this stuff, but it's always a problem. If there's any life in the battery or anything, but... Oh, get my finger out of the way. There we go. Where's the key? Well, sorry, not started it for about 6 weeks, so I guess we'll find out what happens. Oh, bit of life. And nothing. I guess we'll put it on charge. Oh, just rummaging around, couldn't find an extension cord and I've got to drag it all the way out from the garage. So I thought, you know, I'll just take the battery off, it'd be a lot easier. Always when you take batteries off, take the ground off first. Why are you taking the ground off first? Because if your wrench happens to fall across onto something, then basically once the ground is off, then the positive won't short to anything because now it's disconnected. So you can safely just take the positive off, and then once the positive's off, pull the battery out. There we go. Leave it on charge for a bit. You've always got to watch with batteries here, especially when it gets down to like 30 below, 40 below. If they lose their charge, the batteries will freeze. If they've got charge in them, they won't freeze. And if they do freeze, you'll see the battery starts to bulge out on the sides a load. And yeah, then the battery's done. You've got to buy a new one by that point because it puts it can short the plates out. So always make sure you've got some charge in your battery if you're not using your vehicle. Okay, so here we are back a day later. I've had the battery on trickle charge overnight, so we'll put this bad boy back on and see if the truck will start. So again, like we were talking about yesterday, connect the positive first, because again, if your wrench does happen to slip off and then touch the frame, nothing will happen because the frame's not connected to the battery yet. So just as a safety precaution, like I say, always ground off first and then the other one off second. Okay, perfect. And the other thing too is when you're putting batteries on that have been on charge, always when you put the second terminal on, just kind of step back a little bit and avert your face away from it, because sometimes it can spark, and that sparking can set off any acid vapors that just happen to be kicking around, and then basically it will explode. I have seen a battery explode once and they don't give any warning. There's just a shower of acid and plastic and bits of everything flying absolutely everywhere, and my brother-in-law actually only has one eye because it happened to him. He went to help a friend, put a battery charge, boost his truck, and the guy had the battery uncharged unbeknownst to him. He put the booster leads on, there was a spark and bang. And it happened so quick, you would never know. So, let's have a little look. I can't even remember where I put the key. This was yesterday. I think it's still inside. Ah, here we go. There we go. And we're off. Let's get this party started. Okay, so right out to the dump. Nice treat for the bride, who's dressed up like Nanook of the North, even though it's not terribly cold today. It's like minus 12ish, I think. So it's the snowplows haven't been out yet, but there's been enough vehicles up and down the road to get rid of the fluffy stuff off the top and leave some tracks so people can drive down there. So yeah, we're just heading the way to the dump. Truck's full of crap. We just live in rural Manitoba, so we don't have garbage pickup, so you got to do this yourself, which is a pain, but it is what it is. So we try not to go too regularly, just congregate a bunch of stuff up and then take one big hit and get out of Dodge and go and fix it up. So yeah, we'll be there in a couple of minutes.
What did you say about the parking?
Look at that. Half the stuff's frozen into the box. probably rob it out of here anyway, so I won't throw it off. I'll put it down nicely. See you, old girl. Well, they said it's supposed to snow again today, but obviously it hasn't. So on the way back from the dump, I went and got some gas, because I guess we need to clear the driveway and clear the bit outside the garage, and I guess we should fill her up and get going. And this is the most awkward thing to fill ever. I don't know why they made it like they did, but oh well. Give her a good drink and then we'll get her rolling. We used to have a snowblower years ago, but we changed to this tractor about 5 years ago, and it's got a bucket on the front, so I just find it's easier with the bucket sometimes, especially if it's windy. Snowblowers are great, but then it can all blow itself back at you, so I just tend to pile it up with the bucket, and I use the bucket to push it more than anything. I guess the smart thing would be to get a blade for this instead of the bucket, but the bucket works okay. Don't put it all in, just want to save a little bit. You never know when you're going to need a couple of litres of gas one day, just to something or other. I do use it for parts cleaning sometimes for my bikes, just for a real big degrease before I use isopropyl alcohol and that stuff. But this is a big tank on this too, eh? So we'll just take. Good enough. Okay. Let's put that out of the way. Cap on, seat down. Okay, we'll get this driveway cleaned up. Come on, girl.